Sabini wasn't banned. Why would Sabini be banned? Alrighty, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Friday Football Phone-In here on CWC TTV Radio. It is Friday night, 7:09 p.m., and we are about to get started. The guests are lining up out the door. It's a line out the door, and we will be getting started as soon as this mic keeps falling down. Stops falling down, excuse me. What I'll do is, you know what I'll do? I'll just move back a little bit. Like that. There we go. Alrighty, let's get our first guest into the stream. I believe this was the first person in the stream, guys. Let's see. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Who do you guys think it's going to be? Oh, there it is, folks. He is here already. It is the one and only Bottle Jaws. Bottle, how you doing, Bottle?
I'm doing good on this Friday night.
Beautiful Friday night. How's the weather where you're living?
It's a little chilly, I will say.
It's a little chilly.
Up there.
Is it Do you work outside, or do you spend time outside?
Yes, I do. Quite frequently I'm outside, so feel the nice wind.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. I work outside as well sometimes, and I feel like an old man, you know? When you're a kid, you don't feel the elements, I feel, you know? You just kind of run around in a t-shirt. You know, you just run around in a t-shirt. Now I'm layering, like underwear, leggings, shorts, then my jeans, then like rainproof pants, like temperature regulation is a key part of my life. Are you at that stage in life?
I like perfect weather. I don't like it too cold, too hot. I prefer it nice and cool.
That's something I didn't realize about clothing is that it's oftentimes it's all about temperature regulation.
Especially I used to always wear like a lot of black clothes.
Would some call you goth?
No, just normal black clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, never what
are your thoughts and feelings about goth girls?
Oh, nothing real special other than another woman. I just feel like don't be a weirdo. That's all I would have asked. Don't try and do any demonic stuff, I'll say.
Speaking of demonic stuff, let's get right into your team, Real Madrid. Known demon worshippers, Real Madrid. Is that right?
I guess to some people, some people think we sold our souls, to get all these, last-minute wins.
Absolutely. So let's talk about
Go ahead.
Let's talk about Real Madrid's week. Who'd you guys play this week?
We played Atletico Madrid. It was a tough game. I'll say tough.
Oh, yes, Atletico Madrid. Who scored the first goal for you guys?
Who did score the first goal?
Was it Joselu?
You said, wasn't? No, Brahim Diaz. That's
Brahim Diaz was amazing. Brahim Diaz was amazing that game.
I wouldn't say amazing, but he definitely was stellar in a way. He had some. He was actually doing a lot of right things. He just missed a little bit of the final touch at times, but he's really grown into quite a good player so far this season. I will say that.
Yeah, he's an exciting player. I think I think you got a good one in there. I've been a big fan ever since he left, Oilchester City. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan too. I think not a lot of people were kind of expecting this because when he went to Milan for the loans, not he kind of did good, but nothing really exceptional over there. Kind of decent. And it was kind of well known that Paulo did not want him. He wanted to keep Asensio in the team rather than get Diaz. So it was kind of like a little iffy from everyone when it first kind of happened. Like he wasn't getting playing time. Carlo wasn't going to give him a chance and such because he himself said his best position was where Bellingham plays. But he's gotten his chance and he's kind of taking it, in stride. He's kind of making a name for himself.
He should have scored a goal, right? There was one where he dribbled past down the right side and he just couldn't curl his shot in. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it would have been a beautiful solo goal. It's just at the very, that's what I was saying about the final touch stuff. It's just at the very end, he kind of scuffed the shot. He just couldn't hit it that good. But yeah, that would have been absolutely beautiful. But again, we did very well in the game. Just coming into it with the injury we had one fit center back in Nacho. Carvajal sat next to him in a very unnatural position, to himself at least. So we already knew coming into the game it was going to be pretty rough.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were all out. You have no center back, so it was Nacho and Carvajal playing at the center backs.
Yeah, for this game he was, but now Nacho was also injured. So Geronimo not going to have any center backs.
Oh, that's a big game. Let's talk about that game. That game's on Saturday, right? Tomorrow?
Yep. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna try to listen to that on the radio.
Yeah, I'll be playing it, but right now we have no fit center back, so it's probably going to be Tchouaméni and Carvajal as a center back pairing. That'll be pretty rough.
I don't know. Will it be rough? What if it works out well and it starts a new meta?
It's not going to work out well, as saw by Atleti. Atleti literally probably should have beat us with the amount of chances they had at least because, oh my days, all they did was spam crosses and looked so dangerous every single time. We just having no tall people in the back was so, you could really see the difference between having a big defense and a small defense.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting how badly we kept getting abused with the crosses. So
what about,
they definitely won't be creating any type of meta.
What are your early predictions for the game?
Well, if I'm going to have to really go for it, I think we're probably going to draw. It's going to be like a goal fest, probably like 2-2. There's going to be a lot of goals in it. Vinny should be back for the game. Not to Vinny was also picked up a knock for the Atleti game, so he couldn't even play there too, last minute. That was rough.
Okay.
Yeah, we just injury FP. That's what been our new nickname this season. It's just been pretty rough. I mean, not to deny, I don't know if you saw the 2 big pen calls in the game.
I didn't see.
When was it? I believe Jude. So it was one of them was on one of our corners when we finally got one. Llorente was literally grabbing Jude and dragging him to the ground and wasn't even looking at the ball. Like completely just dragging him. Very obviously, VAR did not seem to think that was a pen. They didn't even look at it. They just quickly said no, which was funny to me. And then, what is it? Someone made a run. So they played the ball. Someone made a run. I think it was Jude. They kicked. Well, I think they kind of got in Jude's way, kind of stuck a leg out and kind of grabbed onto him a little bit and dragged him down. But I guess the ref said because he wasn't going to make it to the ball, that somehow isn't a foul in, the rule books. But I guess, I don't know, we're learning something new every day. I guess you can start kicking and just dragging people down as long as they're not touching the ball. I guess that's fair rules now. Yeah, you don't hear anyone else talking about it saying we're getting cheated. It's always when it's for us.
What else is going on in the news around Madrid? Other than outside of anything on Mbappe? Any news on Mbappe?
Well, it's kind of the same old. Everyone keeps saying this and that with Mbappe. He's gonna come. He's not gonna come. If he does come, he's gonna earn like 50 mil, and he's gonna want 120 mil signing bonus. Or someone else might say he's gonna come. He's gonna earn like half of what he did at PSG. It's a big mess, and like everybody said to Banana and in the chat, I will not believe it until he's wearing the shirt at this point because it's gone on long enough. And if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I try not to bother myself. But it
Okay.
does seem to be the plan for January, or I mean next summer, that our three targets have been reportedly is Leroy Yor, the Lille kid, the French guy,
He looks pretty good.
Alfonso Davies, and Mbappe, as what has been reportedly been our summer transfer window. What we're going to be trying to do.
What about
be-
What about your club signing a new microphone?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
Any
find the
rumors
funds
on
for
that?
that. We'll have to see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can sell Jude to Mordecai, and we'll see if that can make the funds come.
I mean, it's a matter of $20, but it might be worth a try.
I feel like I sound pretty good at least.
No, I think you sound fine. Like it's almost like audible. I'm just saying, why not? Is it just a funds thing? I don't. All right.
I just feel we don't need at least for this mic when I got all the earbuds and stuff. I feel work fine at least when I have internet. That's when I sound good. It's just when I don't have internet. That's when it can be a problem. Which even with the mic,
what are you using for a mic? What are you using for a microphone right now?
I got my AirPods in.
AirPods.
My mic.
That's what it sounds like. So AirPods is like, I mean, you could use AirPods if you really want to, but I wouldn't say like, oh, if I can't use the AirPods now, why do I even have AirPods? No, you use AirPods for other shit too. You know, it's not like, but you know, chat like a $20 microphone whose sole purpose is just to be a microphone might be a good idea. All right, whatever. Whatever. Because you do sound a little echoey. I don't know if you've listened back to the show before. Anyways, this is our time to talk, so that's what I'm choosing to talk to you about. You know?
Well, other than that, there's not been much going on besides the 2 games. It's been pretty rough.
How is life?
Once we can get past this period. Well, life's going good right now. It's just been off work. Another little 4-day I get to enjoy.
Oh, 4-day weekend?
Yes, indeed.
Is this weekend is there like a holiday this weekend?
No. Just
Okay.
get some time off. You know, it's always nice every once in a while. I just been watching. I guess I'm gonna be watching the Super Bowl with some other people.
Super Bowl, yeah. So okay, let's do that real quick. African Cup of Nations, Asian Cup, and the Super Bowl, all on Sunday, I believe. What is your prediction for the Asian Cup final? Jordan and Iran. No, Qatar. Qatar? Who is it?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the Asian Cup.
I think it's Jordan and Qatar.
I mean, let's go Jordan, I guess. I think it's the first ever time making to the final.
What about Nigeria and Ivory Coast? The little more blockbuster game.
I'd like Ivory Coast to win it. It'd be cool to kind of them to beat Nigeria because they're kind of unexpectedly kind of there, or at least no one thought they'd be there in the final. So it'd be cool for them to win it, you know. I can't really remember who they even got on the team with. Fofana. Can't name the other players. I don't know if
on Nigeria or on Ivory Coast. Oler, yeah, Oler's
Ivory
in there.
Coast.
He scored the goal in the.
Oh,
That's actually I'm actually officially the GOAT analysis now for the rest of this week. NL has lost his title, so we'll talk to NL a little later. But yeah, I'm the GOAT analysis now, and I think and for that reason I want Nigeria to lose because NL is a
yes, I want
Nigeria
Ivory
fan.
Coast to win it just because. No real reason. Like I
It's the
said, I
home
don't really
team.
have any preference to either of them, so I just say fuck it. Let's go for the side that's the underdog.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we got about a minute 30 left. Anything else you want to talk about? Niners or Chiefs? There's only one right answer.
Well, I
Here.
do have one thing at least.
Okay.
How Barcelona have to pay 23 mil for fraudulently paying sums of money to players' agents.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Everyone wondering why the Neymar transfer happened. There you go. Stuff like that. Then the fraudulent stuff before was, I believe, I posted it. Oh yeah, Gary Neville talking about how stuff may not look like. I don't know if you actually watched the video, but it's basically about it was mainly about the Italian sides and how it didn't look right when you're playing the match and they're almost looking like they hadn't even played. About the whole drug scenarios, taking all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. All right. Put a pin in that, and make sure you bring that up when we do the group call. Okay, because we only have 20 seconds left.
Of course. Yeah, Barcelona dishing out to miss out. It's just, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to Barcelona. So hopefully Stephen's in here. We'll have to get him in here.
No, he's out partying and doing keg stands with the Trini boys. And there's the buzzer.
Don't worry, I'll have a lot to talk about today.
All right, put a pin in those topics. Those are good topics for later.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Bottle. We'll see you in a bit. Folks, that was Bottle Jobs, the one and only Bottle Jobs, joining us from the middle of the country. Madrid fan. So, he's into demon shit. All right, next up, we have your favorite Liverpool fan. Let's see if he's ready to come in here. Oh, there he is. We have Mr. Mordecai. Mordecai, welcome to the show. How you doing? Hey.
Doing good. After hearing all that crying from the Real Madrid fans, kind of hilarious.
You're calling. Wait, say one more time. Who's crying?
I said after hearing all that crying from the Real Madrid fan, it's just hilarious to me.
You're saying that them crying about
Crying
their injuries.
about injuries, saying, "Oh my God, nobody likes us. The refs are against us. We have no players. Our squad is tiny.
Hey, not too
big
long ago,
old
you
Girona's coming for us." No.
What's that song? My Girona?
My Sharona?
My Sharona. Never mind. Did you
Yes.
do you remember when VVD got injured?
Last year?
What happened to your
No, that was 3
entire
years
what
ago.
happened to your entire team that season?
We were just
collapsed.
on a party high. We were on a party high
No,
from
no,
winning
no,
the
no.
league.
No, you guys
And
collapsed.
that was
One
the close-
center back.
that was-
How many? What
hold
other
on,
injuries?
hold
What
on,
other
hold on,
injuries did you have?
Hold on.
All right,
Hold on.
Good.
So first of
Sorry.
all, we won the league the season prior, right? And there's always going to be a crash after that.
Not
your
necessarily,
favorite,
but okay.
your favorite podcasters always talk about how, winning back-to-back leagues is really hard to do. Blah blah blah. That's why when United won back-to-back leagues, it was such a great achievement, right? Is that correct or is that false?
3 in a row. The fourth one was the tough one.
So winning back-to-back leagues is hard, correct?
Correct. Back to back
Correct.
is not as hard as winning 3.
Correct.
Yeah, three's the
Correct.
toughest.
So, and then we know that Liverpool is a club that needs fans, right? That's kind of our
What?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
What do you
that's
mean
kind
a
of our
club that
thing. Like,
needs fans?
we're an emotional club. You always like to talk about how Liverpool's an emotional
Okay.
club, correct?
Okay.
Is that not right?
Okay. Well, I'm just asking
And
about.
there was no
I'm
fans
just
that year.
asking
And
about
there
the
was no fans that year.
injuries. I'm asking about the injuries.
I mean, we had injuries. But that's never an excuse. Never hear me
Well,
talking about injuries.
I think at the time it was quite an excuse.
How many? We had no fullbacks a couple weeks ago, and we're still top of the league. We had.
I'm talking about center
playing-
backs. You lost your center back. Was it VVD? Who else got injured? Matip probably. I'm guessing.
Matip and Kabak. Remember we signed Kabak, emergency center back.
Oh
had
yeah,
Nat
from
Phillips
Schalke or
and-
something.
Yeah. We had Kabak. We also had
Ozan.
Nat Phillips, and who was the other guy? They
And
still made top 4. That's crazy.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm pretty sure you guys were complaining about your injuries at that time.
People were complaining. That wasn't one of them.
Okay. All right. Well,
We were champions. Why would I? What is there to complain about? Why would I complain after winning the league?
you guys were playing like horribly.
Well, it was just for a spell. It was like a 3-month spell.
Look at Madrid are top of the table with 0 center backs. Were you guys top of the table with 0 center backs?
We're top of the table right now with no fit wing backs.
No, you have that kid.
He's a 19-year-old.
He's good. If you're
And we
what
have
is
Gomez.
what does the goat Ten Hag say? If you're good
And we
enough,
have-
you're old enough.
And we got
That-
one. We got a center back playing. We're playing a center back who was not even good to start for England, playing as a backup wing. I mean, come on.
Just real quick, I just want to preface: do not try to use that. That is not a sound argument in court.
Okay.
If you're old enough, you're good. Or if you're good
Mhm.
enough, you're old enough. Anyways, all right. So who'd you guys play last week?
We played Arsenal, if you remember. I think it was
Oh, what happened in
a
that
big game.
game?
Yeah, we got humbled, man.
You did get humbled.
I think it
I
was.
heard.
think
I
it
didn't
was
see
a-
the game,
oh,
but I
yeah,
heard
it was a
Arsenal played you
massive-
guys off the pitch.
I wouldn't go that far. I think the goals, if you look at the goals, are 2 goals that are very beneficial towards Arsenal and not reflective of. I mean, Arsenal were good. Like, don't get me wrong, they were better than us and they deserve to win, right? I agree
Yeah.
with that. But they didn't look like a team that I would be scared of scoring against us.
You know
They
what I
got-
did notice is what was it? The score was 2-1, right?
Yes. 3-1
And-
after the red card. There was a weird red card.
The
It's our
Two of
5th
the
red card
goals-
this year, by the way.
I think the first 2 goals for each team were both very sloppy, right?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, both extremely
I think
sloppy
this
goals.
is the first. Yeah, I think this is the first game we actually missed Salah. I mean, that's not an excuse. We should be Arsenal with or without Salah, but like, this was the first game where like, you know what? Maybe we do need him back in the squad. But we still should have been good enough to be Arsenal. I'm not crying about injuries. Because we had beaten Arsenal not 2 weeks, like 3 weeks ago, with arguably a worse squad.
Right.
But I mean, bringing back, I think taking off Trent was the bad move, even though it was due to him barely coming back from injury. So that and I don't know. It's just we just didn't feel like we were at it that day. I think it was a lot of mentality. Maybe it was a game we thought as long as we don't lose, it's fine. Like maybe we were going for a draw, and that's what.
Where did Cody? What happened to Cody? What's happened to Cody Gakpo? He's like disappeared.
Gakpo? I mean,
Honeymoon period over.
he starts. He's well, but when he starts, he's not as good as when he comes off the bench. And we did the opposite. So I think Darwin had some knock, so he started off the bench, right? And I think both of them are better in the inverse. So if when Darwin starts, he's better than when he comes off the bench. If we ignore the Newcastle game, and Gakpo is always good coming off the bench instead of starting. So I
Right.
think that switch up kind of messed him up because usually Gakpo is a maybe not a great striker, but he scores those tap ins that Darwin
Right.
can't score. But you know, it was just a weird day. The whole Allison VVD thing was just weird, and then that deflected goal that went through his legs is kind of like something like I don't expect Allison to play that way every week. And if you replay that game 10 out of 10 times, he makes those mistakes one out of those 10 times. So it's just a weird game. I don't know.
Yeah, the first. I mean,
I guess.
the first goal for each team was it was kind of sloppy. So it was kind of a
Yeah.
weird game. A lot.
It was just
Like
a weird.
I heard some European commentators talking about how it wasn't the best like technical football to display.
Oh, definitely not.
Two of the top
Yeah.
teams.
Oh,
But
definitely not. Yeah.
despite that, they did say Arsenal played much better, and they also said that
Yes. For
the
sure, for
Emirates
sure.
is sort of becoming a fortress. What do you think about that?
Kind of. Yeah. Their fans were pretty. I mean, you could see the whole thing. Like everyone's all upset that Arsenal is celebrating somehow. Um, you could see that we're up for it. They want to win, and I think that's something they've been lacking for a long time. And it was really nice to see, a pumped up crowd. Like it's cool. Like I don't have no problems with it. I thought
Okay.
the crowd was excellent.
Who do you guys play this weekend?
We have, I think is it Bournemouth?
Oh my
Burnley or
God.
Bournemouth?
Oh my God!
Let me
Another
see. Let me
easy
see right
game.
now.
It's Bournemouth at
I
home,
mean,
I think.
Burnley at home.
Burnley at home.
Couldn't ask for a better game. Couldn't ask for a better game to get back in the groove.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are
I
gonna
mean,
lose
if we
another
don't
game
win
at
this
home.
game, if we lose this game, then the season's over, and we might as well, start the Klopp up farewell tour.
Have you heard?
So
Are
that's
there
how I feel about that.
any rumors on anything special gonna happen for Klopp?
I don't know. Well, there's a series that's coming out.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
right.
if there's gonna be any tour.
That's right.
I don't know if I should book my tickets already. Who knows?
Okay,
Who knows? Should I live stream from Anfield? What do you think?
you're gonna go
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
for like the final
I'm
parade.
thinking, I'm definitely thinking about it.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd say right now I'm at a 40% chance. 40%.
Okay.
What if we win? If we win the league, I gotta go, right?
I guess
Right?
so. I mean, if you
At
really
least to the
want
parade.
to.
At least up to the parade, right? Probably more. Well, it depends. Well, what if we lose everything? Damn. I don't know. It's tough. The Premier League is not an easy league, man. It's not an easy league.
I'm sure there's
matter
got to be a
what-
parade somewhere nearby, like in SF or something, in San Francisco.
But
or
we have to win. Oh, I don't know. That would be lame.
something. I mean, it's.
You want to come with me? We'll go. I
will-
hear they
I will
have
not go
rainbow
to
flags
Liverpool.
everywhere.
I will not go to. Have you ever been to a gay pride parade?
No, I have not.
Me
I,
neither.
I have nothing against it though. I have nothing against it though.
Oh no, I
good
got
on
nothing.
them.
Either. What I don't like about it is they took over the rainbow.
You think so? I don't think they're
Yeah,
taking over the
they
rainbow.
stole the rainbow from all the
You could use the rainbow all you want.
cisgendered
There's nothing
males or
wrong with it.
whatever. What?
Did we use the rainbow for anything?
No. Look, I think the rainbow's cool, but if I like, paint something or like I have like a rainbow shirt, people are gonna be like, oh, this guy's,
You flaming?
this guy shoves cocks in his ass.
Whoa! You gotta relax. I don't think
You
it's
know
that
what I,
serious.
you know what I mean to say. They're
What if
gonna
you
think,
what if you have a "Kiss Me I'm Irish" and it has a rainbow on it?
what is
that's fine.
that? What does "Kiss Me I'm Irish" mean?
You never had a St. Patrick's shirt before?
No.
No?
No.
That's a St. Patrick's shirt.
Okay.
They do all that stuff.
I thought it's
the
pinch
Irish
me if
people
you
still
don't
have,
wear green. I thought that was the whole thing.
no, well, that's the whole thing. Like, part of golden rainbows and all that stuff.
Okay, kiss me, I'm Irish.
So they still have control over the rainbow over there in Ireland. They use it for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
And it's part of the Lucky Charms, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you see?
But Lucky Charm predates the whole rainbow, right? The takeover.
But then they would have taken it out, right?
Would they?
I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, if it meant something else rather than something Irish, I would imagine.
All right. What else is happening? What else is happening in football? Anything else?
In football, American or
hold on. You're saying Roy Keane was crying.
Roy Keane was crying for a decision.
No, he was not crying for a decision.
When it clearly was a
goal kick,
free kick.
Was it Stuart Outwell talked about this, or who was it?
No, Martin Clattenburg.
Martin Clattenburg.
Yeah. He's
okay, so let me break this down for you. The way I see it.
I don't need you to break it down for me.
I'm going to
break it down for me.
I'm going to.
It's equivalent.
No. The difference is.
All right, go.
Intimidating someone just by yelling at him, like the guy. It's not like Roy Keane said something eloquent and it seduced Mark Clattenburg into saying, "Okay, I believe you." Whereas Klopp is playing this victim damsel in distress. Oh, the referee, we haven't got a penalty. Right? It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different vibe.
The same thing,
no, it's not the same thing. It's not
the
the same
just
thing.
On the different end of the same spectrum. One's angry, and one is seductive, or however you want to claim it.
The players on the pitch are
using emotion to affect
war.
And a change.
No.
Okay.
Look, Roy Keane. Clattenburg respects Roy Keane.
I think it more feared him, but
he feared Roy Keane. That's right. It's not exactly the same, but Roy Keane has built himself up as a player, as a character, as a personality on TV, on the field, and opponents. Opponents, refs, other coaches are intimidated by his presence. Period. He doesn't have to make up a story in order to get a call. It's not the same thing. Klopp is crying. Roy Keane is not crying.
He's crying to the ref, saying, "Give me the call, or I will be angry and cry."
No, he's not going to cry. He's just going to be angry. But
literally the same.
It's not like the ref was like, "Oh, I don't want to see Roy Keane unhappy, so I'm not." Are they
both using the emotion to change the outcome of a game?
Roy Keane he didn't even have to say something. Roy Keane didn't even have to say something. He could have just stared him down and said, like, "That's a corner." He didn't have to. He didn't have to yell. Mark Clattenburg Mark Clattenburg was probably just fearful of the guy.
That's emotion.
No, but it's not like he's. It's like hold on.
So I'm done with this conversation.
No. If I said, all right, here. Do you know who Roger Federer is?
Yes.
Okay. If I said, you're going to play Roger Federer or me in a tennis match, who are you going to play? And you want to win. And you want to win, who are you going to play?
I want to play you. Yeah, I don't want to play Roger Federer. He'll kill me.
And did Roger Federer have to say anything in order for you to make that decision?
He had to play.
But you know of his play. You know how good he is. You know You know who he is from before. He didn't have to say anything to you in order for you to pick me. But the manager
literally, but the referee literally said he screamed at me.
That's fine. But I'm just saying any player could have screamed at him and it wouldn't have made a difference. But Roy Keane screaming at him made a difference. That's the difference.
Just like Klopp talking about something makes a difference. It's just his emotion.
No, but
he might have not have shown emotion that time. But it's a series, like He was. Oh my god.
Klopp was
This whole
crying.
crying thing. He was not crying.
He was crying. Oh man, United don't get
Oh my
some. We
god.
haven't got a penalty, and then since then we haven't got any penalties. But do you see us crying?
That's good.
No, you
That's
don't see
good.
us crying.
Then
All
don't
right,
cry
we're
about
out
it.
of time.
Don't cry about it. Then.
We're out of time.
Yeah, I'm sure we are. Yeah.
Banana had some
So
good topics.
in conclusion, Roy Keane is a crybaby.
All right, thank you.
GGs.
We'll see you in a bit. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye. All right, that was Mordecai, folks, your favorite Liverpool fan. Wow, what a cry. No, I'm just kidding. Good talk with Mordecai. All right, let's get our next person in line. Who do we have here? Let me check the phone lines. Oh, yes, we have a Manchester City fan calling in from the East Coast of the United States of America. And he is here. It looks like his mic is slightly muted. Hello, Zeno, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Mr.
good
Will
evening,
Champ.
Zeno.
Which part?
Zeno, how are you doing today?
You know, the same old stuff. Having
Okay.
a wonderful day. Wonderful. Wunderbar.
When you say bunda, what are you referring to? For the listeners at
You
home.
know what it means.
No, for the listeners at
Oh,
home.
Jeez.
If they don't know what you're talking, what do you mean by
For the
bunda?
listeners at home,
For the listeners at home.
round, plump, like the one that is right next to me.
Round and plump beanies?
Yes. Peaches.
Peaches? What about lemons?
Yes.
The lemons back there.
I mean, some people like the lemons. You just have to know how to work your way around the lemons, you know?
Okay. Pause. How was your week?
Hey, I'm eating a watermelon right now.
How nice?
So-
Seedless?
No, the ones with seeds.
I don't like the ones with seeds, man. Because all it takes is one seed to
it's
ruin
nice.
the experience.
You're overthinking it.
No, I don't like biting into into watermelon seeds. The other ones, like sometimes they have seeds you can just chew right through them. It's not too bad. But it gets all bitter sometimes.
That's true.
Okay, so let's talk Manchester City Football Club. That is the team you support. Soon to be
Correct.
Barca, but let's stick with Manchester City for now.
Relax.
Your last football game?
Unbelievable. We played. What's the name of that team? That was not really. I wasn't in it. Was it? What was it? I forgot what team it was. That's
think
how
it is-
bad they were.
I think you guys did play Sheffield.
Was it Sheffield? Hold on.
You know, it was so long ago, it doesn't
Brighton.
matter.
Brighton. It was Brighton. Yeah. It
Oh,
was,
you guys played
exactly.
Brighton.
Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who do you guys
We
play this
actually
weekend?
Started out pretty good. We play Everton, and that's the first game of the match day. Oh boy.
Oh, tomorrow morning?
Yep.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
What's your prediction?
I always hate playing against Everton, and I'm sure everybody remembers, how much we've struggled to actually go around these guys. But I'm gonna stick to my gut because for some weird reason we still can't defend.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna stick to another 3-1, even though I hate it, but I have to go for that 3-1 again.
You don't think Sean Dyke's got another one up
We've
his
had a
sleeve?
lot of 3-1 wins. Yeah, he's your man, so you would know.
He is.
He's your
There he
man.
is.
If you would trade any other coach for I know. If you would trade any other coach for Ten Hag, it's gonna be that man right there with the what's the name of that voice that he does?
The
Yeah, I
voice he
forgot.
does?
Yeah, scratchy, whatever stuff he. How does he even do that? What does he eat? I was playing.
I don't know. He's probably yelling a lot, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, sorry?
I said maybe.
Okay. All right. So what's new in Manchester City land? Anything new? You guys signed a guy, Savio?
So yes, we did. But apparently we can't really, go through with it because we have to sort out some financial stuff between the two clubs that we own.
Yeah, more
Even though
more
we signed him
sketchy
technically.
stuff going on again. What's up with all this sketchy stuff?
It's not sketchy stuff. You're just literally buying a player from another club that you already own. It's like paperwork stuff to transfer him over.
So he signed for Troy. Then he went on loan to Girona, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going to sign for City, and all three clubs are in the City football group.
Yep.
It's interesting. I wonder if this is the first time this has
It's
happened.
just
It's the first
paperwork.
time it's happened in my memory.
Yeah. It's literally just paperwork stuff that they have to go through, stuff that they have to make sure that everything adds up. And if it doesn't, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people who are going to make, everybody aware of it because all eyes are on City now for everything they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I don't have an issue with them getting relegated. I've said it before. If they're going to get punished, they get punished. I don't know what I can say or do to change other people's minds about that.
What do you think? Do you think that's a fair punishment? Just relegation?
I mean, if that's how they want to do it, fine.
No. What do you think would be a
question
fair?
Is how far?
What do you think would be a fair punishment?
Deduction, sure. Point deductions, sure, they can do that. They can also do the relegation, but the question is, how low are you taking them? That's my question. And then there's the other aspect where people want them to just get, just dissolve the entire club, which I don't think that's going to happen. But
I don't think that's
some people want that.
No. I don't think you can dissolve the entire club. I think they should retroactively get rid of some trophies. What do you think?
I don't think that's going to happen, because if that's going to happen that way, they would have to go back to all the way to the Roma Abramovich era and start taking down some of the trophies as well that he won. So,
well, I'm not saying award them to someone
era.
else. I'm not saying award them to someone else. I'm just saying you remove them from your trophy cabinet.
Just taking them out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that'd be
Is it going to be from those years? From just those years that the offense was made?
Yeah, from the years the offenses were made.
And how many years was that?
I think 2012 to 2018 or something. I don't know when it was.
Okay.
Why? What does it matter? From 2008 to 2023.
Okay.
Does that make a difference? Obviously, it does make a difference. You just want a couple trophies. You just want to keep a couple trophies.
That's fair. Yeah, we do. I mean, again, either way, if there's gonna be punishment, there should be.
Okay.
I don't want the Premier League to take it easy just because if they start taking it easy, who else is gonna have it easy?
Exactly.
If you did it wrong, you might do the time.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
And like I said, as far as that, and what if it comes out as we never actually did anything? Is everybody willing to accept that too? And I know everybody's not going to.
Yeah, no one's going to. No one's going to believe you guys.
But I'm over here, and I'm saying this now.
Well, as a City fan, yeah, that's the attitude you're gonna take. Like if United was in your position, I would know deep down that you probably cheated, most likely.
Okay.
I feel like everyone's gut tells us that you did cheat, but in my mind, as a United fan, I would defend my club till the end.
I'm not defending anybody. If anything, I'm actually being. And you always say this, I think you're just a football fan. I'm being neutral, as in neutral off the pitch. I'm not neutral on the pitch. You understand? Off the pitch stuff, that's not why I watch the game. I'm not interested in the backdoor stuff. They have people who are actually like professionals for that. People who understand the
Okay.
in and outs of that. Let them do their job. I'm more
Okay.
worried about the stuff that I see and the stuff that's actually happening. If you can give me enough evidence to show that yes, what they did was wrong, punish them. Go for it. All day, any day.
Okay.
Yo, chill out. Hey, yo, Mordecai, you know what I meant. I can't finish that statement. Never mind.
Unbelievable.
You
Greg,
win.
what are
You
your
win this one, Mordecai.
Greg? What are your thoughts on
Go ahead.
goth girls?
Listen, we've already been down this path. I've already told you.
I saw a bumper sticker today
Have I
that
not?
said, "I stop for goth girls." That's what his bumper sticker said.
There's nothing wrong with goth girls. I think
I think they're the most attractive girls.
they're okay. They have their pros and their cons. Just
I'm
be
a fan.
careful.
Okay.
Oh,
What else? What else
hey,
is there to talk
it's
about?
good to be a fan.
What else, Greg? Come on. What else did you have prepared?
Oh, about moving on. This guy
Oh
stealing
yeah.
my
What is all this
lines now.
moving on? Okay. Jesse Lingard signed for FC Seoul, and I posted,
Yes.
and he's on
He's-
15K a week, and I posted that
Yes.
he should. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up on like a Korean dance team. That's all I said.
Okay. That's
Why is that
fine, but he
Why is
needs
that
to
a
be
moving
moving
on? What do you mean moving on? About what?
Yes.
How does that prompt a
Moving
moving
on
on
in terms
comment?
of he's trying to get forward. He's
That's
getting
fine.
forward. He's not looking towards the past.
Yeah, that's
And you
fine.
keep holding on to all the stuff that he's been doing in the past.
He hasn't been in a
Let
dance
him
team
go. Let him
before.
move forward. But he was dancing on the pitch.
Yeah, that's fine. I think he enjoys dancing.
Okay, just let him decide that then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If
I
he
want.
wants to go there and be part of the K-pop group, then that's fine. Let him get that. Let him get there. Let
You're
him
saying
move
it like it's a
forward.
bad thing. What do
But
you have
you're
against
holding on to the
K-pop?
old stuff.
You got something against K-pop?
I don't have anything against K-pop.
All right.
Why
Then
would I have
why are you
anything
assuming
against?
I'm saying it's a bad thing?
I barely even know the song.
What's the song? K-pop is a genre.
Oh, it is. See, I'm an ignorant idiot, so I don't know anything about it. Never mind.
Okay, K-pop is a genre
You're here
of
to educate
Korean
me.
pop.
Yeah.
Korean pop. Yeah.
Obviously, I know what that is. Jeez.
I've seen these
Oh
videos
my
of these
God.
Korean streamers that do a triple screen, like 3 screens right by each other, and they do these very provocative dances.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
3 screens and you're dancing?
It's the same camera 3 times.
Oh, okay,
portrait.
gotcha.
Anyways. Well, we're at 3 minutes, Greg. This
I'm just trying-
interview has been. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wait. Yes. So, you're youngsters. I asked you this a while ago. Now that you guys are trying to build something, and apparently Ten Hag cannot work with the old heads in the team, he can't really work with them, and he's now leaning towards youngsters. How much of a playing time do you think he's gonna be awarding these youngsters compared to the old heads who obviously he's trying to get rid of?
I don't think he's trying to get rid of old heads. If we had good old heads, I think he would play them 100%.
Like the Maguires, he's a really big old head. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, well, he's an older head. And he's also not the best old head. Like someone like Bruno Fernandes is getting up there, right? He's what 30 almost.
Yep.
He's a bit. I mean, it's not like the guy we sold to Wolfsburg, Isaac Aronson, the young kid. We probably sold him because his spot isn't opening up anytime soon.
Right.
Like so it's just I think it's a function of that. I don't think I I will be. It will be curious because we have Kwambala coming through, the center back. So it will be interesting what we do as far as ball playing center back goes. Willie Kwambala, yeah, because once Varane moves on, once Maguire moves on, or Lindelof moves on, one of those two, we definitely have to sign a center back, and I feel like we still would need to sign a veteran center back too. So it depends. It depends. Like, I think the signings will show how much they trust the youngsters.
You are seeing that he's. Yeah, I mean, you're already seeing that he trusts the youngsters more than the so-called professionals who he thought they were gonna be the go-to guys. Obviously, they're not doing what he wants them to do, and the youngsters are actually absorbing a little bit better. I mean, we'll see if your upcoming match with Villa is going to actually, determine if you guys can do it. But for now, and my problem is the playing time he's going to be giving those youngsters. And I think I asked you this last week or something about that.
Yeah,
how much time?
So yeah, I think Garnacho's will play every day, every game. I think Mino could play every game. Holian can play every game. So those three, every game. Yeah. Now Kwambala, I think at the center back positions, time's up. But I think at the center back positions, he's going to be more careful. Right, higher risk.
But even Kobe Mino
even playing Kobe Mino at the 6, I don't think he'll do. At the lone 6.
Okay.
Just because it's a high risk, high pressure situation.
He needs to learn how to rotate these players, man.
Yeah, no, he can rotate them out. I'm just saying, can they play every game? Yes, they can play every game, and they're in a position
at this
to
stage,
be
I wouldn't
first team players. No, I think we only have one game a week. If we had multiple games a week, then I would expect I would expect to see him rotate.
Aren't you guys in the FA Cup? Oh wait,
but it's still not going to be 2 games a week.
Are you in the FA Cup?
Yeah, we are. We have Nottingham Forest, but we even the FA Cup isn't like a 2 a week. We're gonna
right.
Yeah, so it's not like if you're out of the FA Cup, you get a break basically.
Exactly. So you're going to be more focused on the league to get at least a European spot.
All right. Last. Give me the final line.
Boom shakalaka.
All right, and that was Greg Hunter, aka Zeno, aka the Bunda Hunter, the Manchester City fan, joining us for a quick 15 minutes. And now, folks, we have a very special guest coming up. He is no longer known as the GOAT Analysis. This person is no longer known as the GOAT Analysis. We'll get into that. It's your favorite Manchester United fan. Let's see if he decides to join. He may be away from the phone or computer, but this person is a fan of Nigeria. For any of you Afcon fans, there he is. Oh. What's going on? There he is. Hello, NLBMF. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good evening. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Who is the GOAT Analysis?
I put next question, please.
No. Who is the GOAT Analysis?
Pep Guardiola.
Okay, here we go. This is what you say. Repeat after me. You, Cartwheel Champ, are the GOAT Analysis. Go ahead, say it.
You, Pep Guardiola, you're the GOAT Analysis.
Whoa. We had a bet here. Guys, this is the bet we made. We were watching the Chelsea-Aston Villa game in Discord. Enzo had a free kick, and I said to NL, because NL, let's just back up a little bit. We decided to watch the Chelsea game because I wanted to explain to NL that Chelsea is not a bad team, right? They're a young team. They're a growing team. They have to mature. They have to go through the ups and downs. They have to learn. And I was explaining about how I think Enzo is a good signing, right? Everyone was saying, oh, Caicedo, Enzo, these are all horrible signings. No. They're good signings. And Enzo had a free kick, and I said to NL, and then NL said this is way too far for him. He's overhyped. This is not him. This is not what Enzo does. He's not cut out for this. And I said, if Enzo scores this, you have to call me GOAT Analysis. I am the GOAT Analysis. So NL, who is the GOAT Analysis?
Unfortunately, it's you.
Okay, thank you, guys. One more time. Who's the GOAT Analysis?
Unfortunately, you.
Who is you?
Fraudville champ.
And what is he?
A fraud and a good analysis.
Okay. So put it together. Cartwheel Champ is the GOAT Analysis. Ready? Go.
Cartwheel champ is a good analysis.
Thank you. Clip it. Somebody clip it. All right. Now, let me get to the why I'm a fraud. We were watching this game and three other games at the same time. Okay? We were watching the Paris-Brest game, the Nigeria or the Ivory Coast Congo game, the Atletico versus Bilbao game, and the Chelsea versus Villa game. So I was swapping between them. On my side screen, I had the match commentary on the side. So I knew what was happening in all of these games like a minute before it actually happened on the screen.
Yeah.
And that's why I bet
no.
you. You realize that, right?
Yeah. I realized that like after the goal.
You didn't realize that. I knew Enzo scored.
That's why you mute. That's why you mute the commentary in the first place.
No.
Yeah.
I had text commentary from another website.
Nah.
So I knew what happened. That's how I knew which game to switch to, because I saw, big chance, goal here, red card here or something. I knew which game to switch to.
So you basically you admit to the old world, right, that you cheated your way into making a bet.
Exactly.
Wow. What goal? What goal analysis?
But I'm just saying, I just wanted you to say Cartwheel Champ is the GOAT Analysis, and we have that clip now. Thank you.
You're a fraud. Fraud.
So yeah, it was very fraudulent, but it was fun for me. That's why I was laughing so hard, because you suspected nothing. Anyways.
Next time.
All right, yeah. Anyways, how was your week, NL?
Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the situation as far as your Enzo agenda?
Oh, I said he's a good player. Don't why you trying to make me seem that he's not good? I didn't say it was a good player, but I'm just expecting for a signing that they spent $100 million plus, and they were on the way. They literally broke the bank for to get you into this football club. I expect better. Basically, I expect you to impact games. I don't expect you to get outrun by teams that they're not your level. I don't expect to be physically be bullied almost every game so far.
Give me an example of a player that you would have expected him to. You would expect him to be the next Jude Bellingham? Is that what you mean?
No, not the next Jude, but
okay.
Look at I'll give you an example. For example, look at how Bernardo Silva, right, for Manchester City. He doesn't score goals, doesn't.
How was he when he came to the league though? Bernardo Silva, was he as good as he is now?
Yeah, it was always like this. It's been under that's one of Pep's play that is so underrated that people don't talk about. But
I don't think you can compare him, because Bernardo Silva came into a team where he had, Kevin De Bruyne around him. He had Sergio Aguero around him. He had other players around him.
Let's not use KDB, right? Look at McAllister.
McAllister's the example you want to use? Someone who played in the Premier League the year before, a couple years?
No, McAllister. No, McAllister right now when he was playing for Brighton, he was number 8. Not for Liverpool, he's playing as a 6.
But that's different. I mean, if Enzo was playing for Brighton, you would say he's amazing.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying he's an amazing player, but I'm saying that if our football club went to go spend the 120 M's I repeat, this is not like they spent 50 million. I could say, you know what, makes sense. They spent over 100 million on this guy. They brought him to this football club. They expect better from you. You have to. So you telling me it's acceptable, right, for this guy to get bullied, outrun in the midfield, lose possession, get physically bullied, doesn't win his duels perfectly, doesn't win his duels right. That's okay because he's young. By the way, the guy's 23, but he's young. We gotta get impact games. I'm not expecting. I don't. I repeat. I'll repeat again. I don't expect you to be a Jude or KDB type of player where you bring in goals and assists. No, that's fine. But I look at Tony Cruz, for example, right? He's not going to get you goals and assists, but you can see Tony Cruz doing his job, controlling the game, setting the tempo of the games. They spend that money on you. They brought you into this football club. They spend that money on you. Impact games. Simple.
I disagree. I disagree. I don't think Chelsea is in. I don't think Chelsea's in the position. It's not in the same position as Tony Cruz was at Madrid.
No,
not in the same position as McAllister was at Brighton either.
Hold on. Against Middlesbrough, right? A championship. I'm not tripping. A championship team. The first leg. Let's talk about the first leg. He played in that game.
Okay.
No impact.
This was Chelsea's best performance of the season, hands down.
Yeah, because the reason why is because there was pressure.
There was pressure.
Hold on. Before the game, there was news that players were happy. I said Enzo wants to leave. Poch might get sacked. All this news. So now that's a fight. That's the thing. That's the difference. Now you saw it because there was pressure. All of the sudden, boom, boom, boom.
And what do you expect from a young team? Don't you expect inconsistency?
No,
shouldn't you expect it?
Hold on, inconsistency is fine, but at least show us you're doing something. Hold on, at least show us you're doing something. Most of the games I watch Enzo this season because this I was saying on him. I made sure I watch a lot of Chelsea games this season, and now I'm watching Enzo. I'm like, God, just do something in the game. I look at Kobe Manu, for example, right? He's 18. He's 19, right? He's not getting goals and assists, right? But you can even rivals fans can see the impact he has in his team, the way he moves the ball for us, the way gets the attack our attackers up the pitch. Enzo, you literally the same similar profile. I'm expecting that from you, but with Enzo, we don't get that. He gets physically bullied, misplaced passes. Doesn't control the game, doesn't send the tempo of the games. I'm like, then why did they break the bank for you? No, I'm not for 100 million plus signing. I actually expect you to be a game changer.
But didn't he sign a 10-year deal or something? How long was his deal?
Deal.
How long? 8-year deal?
He signed a 9-year deal.
9-year deal. Okay, so 9. Okay, it's about 10 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's not. It's not like 10. It's not 100 million for like a 4-year contract, 5-year contract. Amortization, it comes out to around 10 million a year.
I'm just saying that the reason why I'm saying that is because they broke the bank for you, right? Because this is a young team. I get they broke the bank for you, Enzo, because they think you're a quality player. I'm just saying that this football club, especially now, they need you to perform because once you perform, maybe Chelsea can qualify for Europe, right? It helps because now, for example, hold on. Now, if they don't qualify for Europe, right, now they gotta go sell players again. And what's gonna make it difficult is that the teams that are there above you are gonna improve way more than you. Coming this summer, that's gonna make it more difficult for them to get back to the top 6. That's why I'm saying that Enzo. I'm always adding more criticism because I'm like, this football club needs you to perform because they broke the bank for you, right? They spend that much trying to get you. They need to perform because Chelsea not getting Europe again this time around is not looking good for them. They're not gonna make no profit from their football club. It's not looking good. That's why I'm putting pressure on the guy because I'm like, they've made you that star signing, basically that star boy, the face of the. I think you can say the face of the football club. You can argue, it's gonna be one of the top guys for the face of their football club. They need you to perform week in, week out, especially when you play one game a week. You're not playing 2 games a week. 1 game a week. Against everything, you got bullied. Against United, you got bullied by Amrabat and Scott McTominay. so many other games. Gallagher is a play that the club wanted to sell, but Gallagher's actually performed way better than you. So
They have
yeah, that's
different.
what I'm saying.
All right, I still I don't completely agree with your analysis of Enzo and what his job is and stuff. Like, I think you'll see Chelsea only get better from here. They will have poor performances this season. I mean, I know you have agenda
Yes,
against them, but like I don't have an agenda. I just know they're a young team. Their whole philosophy was
I
buy
don't
under
have.
25 years old or
Hold
whatever,
on.
24 years
See,
old. They're
this
built
old
for
young,
the
this
future.
old hold on, this old young, this is what's wrong with football, right? This old young. See, as a young player, I don't expect to be perfect, right? Hold on, I don't expect to be perfect. That's fine. There's gonna be inconsistency right there, but this old, as a young, the guy is 23. You've played. Yes, you 23. You played. You played for Argentina in a World Cup team that won a team that won the World Cup. Yeah, being young, being 20 doesn't basically detect saying that you should be able to make the right pass. You should be getting physically bullied easily. Easily. Can't make the right pass. Can't get your team forward. No, that should be an excuse because yeah, I know it's a young team. Yes, I know it's a young team. We all know that. I saw a young team with Arteta, right? But those young players were still having impact in games. Smith Rowe was having impact. Saka was having impact, and these guys were 18, 19. Yes, they were not consistent like they are right now, but they were. We could tell. Okay, I can see the impact it's having this Arsenal team. You can't tell with Enzo.
I
That's
think
what I'm
it's too
saying.
early. I think it's too early to be this harsh on Chelsea. I still think there's so much has changed in the past year. Like in the summer, where did you expect them to finish?
I expect no. This is expected to finish between around eight. I suppose eight because yeah, I thought
Okay,
they could get the
that's
Conference
very
League this year.
possible. That's very possible for them.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And
But
that's
what I'm
outside of
just saying
Europe,
is
by the
that
way. So I don't know what all. Yeah, the
no, I
financial
think
situation is new. Like we were learning about that's a big news story recently. Like they have to sell a bunch in order to stay afloat or whatever.
yeah, but
But
exactly. Also the thing this is what I was saying that because Chelsea going to this season they need to qualify for Europe, and that's why I'm actually I'm like your football club makes you qualify for Europe, and you're not performing, especially when you want that big place, you're not performing well for them. So if they don't qualify, they have to go sell a bunch of guys. And the funny thing is, everybody knows Chelsea needs to sell. So the price they're gonna be demanding, they're gonna be like, okay, we need you guys have to sell. We don't have to, we can just wait. We can all wait.
all right. Anything you want to talk about United?
Oh, United, not the best performance against West Ham. Well, we got it done. That's all about 3 goals. Happy with the performance. I thought Bruno was a little bit acting like a crackhead. His passes were not maybe his passes were not even the same. I think with Bruno, especially, I think he needs a rest. I think this is where Mason Mount might come in because I think Bruno needs a rest because it's not normal for this because this guy has played almost every game this season. 9 minutes. I don't think he's been subbed off. I can't remember a game where tonight has actually subbed the guy off or not play Bruno. So Bruno needs a rest. Rashford didn't get as good as season, but frustrated. I know it was frustrating himself, but I hope he improves in that. I'm happy with Hoyland. That goal was nice. Ganacho, he's still young. We got his 2 goals. Happy with that. And was a now Lissandro is the only one out basically. So I don't want no Luke Shaw center back. Tena, I go with your Varane and Maguire. You play Maguire left center back or Varane. And no other shoots, I'm just play those two. That's all I'm saying. Play those two because the thing with Varane is that even I just saw stats recently on Twitter right now that Varane is one of the most two-footed players in the league. He said actually good with both feet, as a stat. So tonight, I shouldn't be hearing no excuse about passing angles. Play Varane and Maguire.
It's gonna be
Those
Varane
two
Maguire.
together,
Yeah.
especially with their physical attributes and what and their IQ, their understanding of the game should be fine. You know, the law has literally surprised me this season. He's improved so much. And he's my shot for our player of the season. He's improved so much in terms of like making the right pass when when it's time for him to invert and come to the midfield and progress the ball. He's being prejudiced and breaking out the opposition press and carrying the ball. Fantastic. Now the rest defense, against West Ham was concerning, but we managed to. I would say, Maguire was doing some big tackles in terms of stepping up and just getting win the ball. Bruno was doing some suicide. This is what I said. But maybe Bruno is tired because he would just run a lot back because he has the engine, so he was stopping a lot of that. Kobe was all right. Glad to see Scott McTominay, having an impact to the game again. You know, so
You
yeah,
saw
yeah, go on.
you heard what
Yeah,
Tenok said about the defending, right?
yeah,
He wants to play that high pressing defense. I think it's
yeah.
okay.
See,
I really
yeah,
do.
yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing with the Tenants is if you have this, if he has the squad in terms of like the center back team, I'm fine with that. That's cool. You know, one thing I also liked about what tonight did is that Les Anthony. So I'm happy that Les Anthony, Ganacho, Rasmus, and Ganacho should be your attacking front line. Maybe Ahmad, maybe
I'm gonna
Mount can also
I'm
get a
gonna quickly
chance.
move us. I'm gonna quickly move us. One sec. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. So that
Uh,
I hope I hope I hope Tenag gets you. I'm liking this front line. I think they found the rhythm yet. We're only 6 points away from top four. We can still get the top four. We were. I think there's a stat that in 2018, 2019, we're also in the same position right now. We were 6 points top four. We got top four. So we beat Villa on Sunday. We're now 3 points in, and Brian does something for us against Spurs. There's something there. So yeah, I'm just happy that Ineos are the Ineos are making some behind the scene moves.
oh.
They choose. So I'm happy. I'm happy what United are doing right now. Just keep winning, just keep performing well, and I'm good. Also, there's a breaking news that Frankie is gonna, is planning on leaving in Barcelona. They might sell him. Yeah,
Not
They're
seeing
gonna
this.
they're gonna
yeah, with
sell him.
Frankie. So like Frankie. There's news came out, broke out that basically he might get sold this summer for Barcelona to invest in their squad. And there's links, the links with United started popping up again. And then with Frank, I don't know if you go for Frankie this summer because basically what I've read is that Casemiro and Eriksen might likely to leave this summer. So Eriksen, there's a Turkish club interested in Eriksen, so he might leave. The thing we signed for 2 years, I'm or 3 years, I'm not sure, but Eriksen might leave, Casemiro might leave, a big offer comes to him. So if you want to replace those two, right? You go get Frankie and Onana. There's more. It makes sense.
No, no, no. Wait,
That's
where's
something.
everybody? What happened to everybody? Everyone else left.
That's yeah. That's
NL, you
something.
scared everyone away.
No. That's something I would think of because Kobe Manu is not gonna play all 38, especially if he qualify for Europe next season. He's not gonna play every game. He's 18, he's 19. He has to learn. So if you go Frankie or Nana, right? That's two. So you basically have Bruno and Mount, your two number tens, your two number eight with Frankie and Manu, and your six in Onana. Or also Frankie can cover that same position, but not you can do that. That completes your squad. Plus you're probably gonna sell Donny this summer. Probably gonna get Scott McTominay might also leave, but I would think of keeping him. So that's off your whole team. So if Frankie is available, right? There's no that like I don't think tonight would want this guy to go to see. Like if he goes to see, there's that then that we might be in for. We might be in
Well, I
for.
don't think you have a choice in that matter. If
Yeah,
you guys are in a battle with City about Frankie, guess what? He's going to City.
he's going for City, but I think the links, especially the only thing we couldn't agree was the personal terms, to just let him jump because he didn't want to leave. So if he's planning on, if he's mindset to leave United in Barcelona this summer, I won't be surprised if they go for
Listen.
him again.
It seems yes. It seems like reports are he wants to leave at least, but that does not mean he wants to leave for United. He doesn't want to leave one clown show to another.
Nah, you're not. See, the difference.
See,
Hold on, the difference between United. What people don't understand about United is this. Like, I get, oh yeah, United. We've been clowns or we've been back for 10 years. That's fact. Those are fact. Those are the true statement.
and
But
turned the culture into a different, like in a proper club
yeah,
culture?
yeah,
Who?
especially
Who did
Ineos
it?
and Ten Hag.
No,
Ineos and
not
Ten Hag.
Ineos. Ten Hag
Ten
did
Hag.
it. Yes,
I won't
Ten
give
Hag.
Tenag all the credit because he had Martels up, he had Richard Arnold and Darren Fletcher, he had those guys up. So he wasn't in by himself. So the
Listen,
thing
he
with
wants to compete for the big trophies. He doesn't
hold on,
want to compete for Europa League.
the thing with United, especially if United get to fourth this summer, what makes it make sense is that I'm looking at City, for example, right? Their midfielders are, in terms of you look at that midfield, they have KDB, Foden, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Nunes, and Kovacic. So they have like almost 7, 8 players. You can add Rico Dois in terms he plays midfield sometimes.
Kovacic is probably get sold.
So yeah,
KDB is now fit for the whole year.
yeah,
So
but
yes, he could easily get into the midfield.
yeah. So the thing with United is that if United get top four, Tina goes in for him again, calls in. I think they both share the same agent, if I'm not mistaken, too. Calls for him and say, you know what, Frankie, you put my big plans. Probably brings him back, you know. I said, I made it too. I'm saying, he probably wants to, because they were arguing that is he ready for the Premier? I'm like, he has some deficiencies, right? But I said
So
that
you
3
think you
matches.
would choose a struggling United side over the side that is most likely going to win the Prem for the next 5 years?
That's not how it works sometimes, What it,
More than
hold
likely,
on,
that's usually how
hold
it
on,
works.
hold
You
on.
guys have pull, but to get a player like Frankie, I don't think you guys have
Hold
that
on.
pull.
Hold on. We got Casemiro, in in our Rolls Royce until we can't get
You
Frankie.
also were willing to offer him a shit ton of money. So yes, you did get
We offered
Casemiro.
we offered him 300K. That's all his game.
Exactly. 300K for a guy that's 29 and you gave him a 3-year contract.
Yeah,
Or was it
300K.
4 years? One of the. So yes, that's how you get players. You can pay them a bunch of money, but then guess what? City also can do that.
Yeah, so
So
he can do this. So
that takes away your whole money thing.
Omar Baradi was at City, right? What it was, the direct the COO for that club football and stuff like that. But
All right.
United came in for him and he said, yeah.
All right. Since there's two of you, okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna do something special, okay? Because everyone else is a slacker. I'm gonna give each of you 1 minute, okay? And you guys have to give me one positive outcome of using blue cards in football. Okay? I'll let you guys think about it. All right, so one positive outcome for using blue cards in football. Like one positive outcome. Later we'll talk negative. Okay? But just think about that. Get it in your mind. You both get 1 minute. Who wants to go first? Does someone want to go first?
There's no positives in the end, is there?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Or do you want to flip a coin?
I guess you can flip a coin.
All right. Okay, how about this? Odd or even?
Odd.
I have two up. So NL, you get to choose first or second. NL? You're muted.
Second.
Okay. So I'm going to award a point to whoever makes the better argument, okay? And then we'll have another point. Okay, ready? All right. Bottle, are you ready?
Yes.
Set, go. Your time begins now. Go ahead.
Well, I guess blue cards could be good in stopping teams like Atletico from doing some cynical fouls. It really punishes teams. Instead of just giving them a yellow, you now have a player that will be sitting out for 10 minutes. So basically, it would be like having a red card for 10 minutes, which, as we all know, could really change a lot in football. 10 minutes can be a lot. With 10 men, that'll really make teams start turning up the tempo when that happens. And then you could concede a goal, it'll really punish teams. So now managers and stuff will have to think twice when telling someone to do, let's say, a tactical foul. And obviously, as we know, it will be now if you get a blue card and then another yellow card, that's a red. So it's just an added benefit too. So you're still basically on a yellow, but with that added punishment of having to sit out for 10 minutes, there's not really much you can go wrong there. And obviously, just
All
with
right.
VAR and stuff.
All right. Thank you for your time. All right, NL, ready, set, go.
I think it make the game more disciplined in terms of chin or tactical fouls. It makes the game more flowing where you can make especially when you make errors and teams try to always do these tactical fouls of pulling you down or tackling you. I think it's gonna help stop those type of things and it's gonna make the game flow more. It's gonna make the game flow more. I think that's the only positive I can see from why this game is fair. I think they just want the game to just flow more. They don't want the game to just be. They don't want the game to be one sided anymore. They don't want the game to be one sided anymore. That's why I think the blue card is gonna help.
8 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say. I think it's gonna make the game more one sided.
Interesting. Okay, so let me I'll do a little quick goat analysis of what just happened here. NL, I think, addressed the question much better than Bottle. Bottle, you basically explained the rules of the thing. And for that reason,
you said exactly what I said.
No.
You just said it in a more complicated way. I said, yeah, it's going to stop teams like the Legend.
No, that's a point for NL. That's a point for NL. No, I'm just giving. Yeah, I don't have to give the reason why, but I think it's because you explained what the rule was rather than just
explain how
talk about.
football.
No, instead of talking about how. The first thing NL said, which I liked, was it's gonna demand more discipline from the players, and that's what it's gonna really do at the end of the day. That's the long-term effect of it, and that's a good thing. All right, let's talk about the negative of the blue cards. Okay, Bottle, you went first last time, so you'll go second this time. What is the negative impact on the game? NL, 1 minute. Your time begins now.
The negative impact is it just kills the fun of the game. I would say, it just makes the game more. The game is not going to be more to the referees and than more than to the team, the players, the coach. It's not going to be more of the ref. You're going to see you're basically going to see the referee impact the games more than the players do. That's what's going to happen. It's going to. That's all. That's the negative side of the problem. It's going to be you're just going to be seeing the referee every time, just killing the games off. So the game, I would say, games will be more or less entertaining now because of those type of things. You're just going to see the ref every time, and you're just going to ruin the fun of the game. So that's why I think that's the negative side of the coin because you want the game to just keep flowing. Teams going one another, especially when you look at derby rivalry games. The ref don't have impact. They don't make impact on those games. They just let each side do. Have the control the flow of the game.
That's time. That's time. Okay, thank you. Bottle, your time begins now.
Or just to make it simple, it just kind of ruins the whole game. Like we already have a lot of problems with referees and what is called, what is a pen, what is a handball, what is this. So when you get this blue card, so they say it's supposed to be for like cynical fouls and whatnot, but like at what point, what's going to be called a cynical foul? So that's what it really gets into. So we already have trouble with all the human errors and stuff and having refs have different bases for different things. So one ref might give something a yellow, another ref will look at it like that's nothing. So when you really think about it, when it's like this blue card, it just makes the game more complicated and there's no real need for it because this is going to cause more controversy and it's just not really useful. Like, what is a blue card? It's already stupid in itself. Again, it's just no real need for it. And that's really all I got. It's just we already have enough stupid decisions from the refs. What is going to be a blue card? Like we already argue it's a yellow card anymore, so there's no real point of having this.
All right. Fair enough. That was a tough round. I think you guys are pretty even there. I think one thing neither of you touched on in the positives is counterattacking teams. We'll see more counterattacks, right? Many times like attacking football. This is a measure to try to reward a quick counterattacking football, end-to-end football. Oftentimes in Italian league, the tactical foul is just like commonplace. Now it'll be more heavily penalized.
But it's
like
not supposed to be for fouls. It's supposed to be for cynical fouls.
barely heard what you said. Say it again.
The blue card is meant to be for like cynical fouls and stuff, not just to be just for a foul stopping a counterattack.
Well, oftentimes, professional fouls.
Wouldn't ever need to be a professional foul then. So there's just like handing out blue cards everywhere.
No, what?
So like, where do you draw the line?
No.
Where do you draw the line? What is a tactical foul? So what if someone has to be on the counterattack for it to be a tactical foul, or
when they're
worthy of a blue card?
when they make a foul, okay. When there's a counterattack on,
It's just complicated.
no. When there's a counterattack on, oftentimes you see players commit a foul, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And most of the time, those get yellow cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of those, now you'll get blue cards, and your team will go down to 10 men. That's the whole idea.
So only in those scenarios we're giving out blue cards.
Basically.
Well, then that's useless. What's the point of that?
So that, what do you mean? What's the point of that? Why is that useless?
Why would you, a 10-minute timeout? Like what?
Not a 10-minute timeout. No. Wait, it's not a 10-minute timeout. What are you talking about?
A blue card?
It's not a 10-minute. Okay, a timeout as in like the guy your team goes down to 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute timeout for the
Okay,
player.
I thought for the player, sure. It's a okay. I thought you meant timeout as in like the game stops for 10 minutes. No.
No.
Well, then again, so are we gonna now start getting with like VAR for this stuff, or what is a blue card for even more of a delay of a game? So like, we
that's
already have
possible.
these long games of VAR decisions and stuff, so that makes it even longer of a game. Just to decide again, what would be worthy of a blue card?
Yeah.
It just makes the whole game complicated.
It
I
adds
think
another layer
also,
to the VAR, sure.
it gives the opposition, especially if you watch, like, let's say it's not a character, that 10 minutes can be something for teams to like try either score or create something or do something in game. So it's a nice tricky way. And yeah, especially with especially I'm looking at players that arouse, they try to piss other players off, like what Mope did to Walker, right? Players like that, you probably need them in your team because you want them to cause chaos and then get some of those players those blue cards. So we shall see. It's a nice idea. I won't say it's a stupid idea, but you're just gonna stop the flow of the game.
I mean, let's.
I think it's a stupid idea.
Well, I think what we're not thinking about is it's basically in hockey they have this, right? If you commit a foul, you go down to 4 men or 4 skaters, and it becomes a power play for the other team. So it adds a whole
Mhm.
nother layer of complexity because, like, imagine Manchester City when they're on the power
But
play.
that's the whole point of getting the red card.
What?
Well, that's why we have red cards, is for people to go down. And men, if they are
No,
committing that
but
many
but
fouls.
eventually but eventually they'll come
there's
back
gonna be
and that
fouls.
player will be fresh, more fresh as well. So it's oh shit! I think the stream is down. Are we back up?
Mhm.
Oh, something's happening on the stream end.
It looks normal on the screen.
Oh, okay, it says 0 over here, but all right. No, what I'm saying is basically maybe we'll see different formations for when there's a power play. You know, like for I could just imagine United,
knows?
like maybe they make Dalot a right wing or something on when we're on a power play or something. You know, yeah. There's certain things that could present themselves that could happen or could not happen. I don't know, but I do think it'll add a level of excitement to the game without taking too much time out of the game, and and like NL said, it'll add discipline to the game, right? So it will force teams to respect the counters, unless they want to get a blue card. It's not just a yellow card now, right? The people will commit a foul just because a yellow card is not going to affect the outcome of the game for them, right? But now, if you take them out
So
for
what are
10
the
minutes, that could
defenders
affect the
doing?
game.
Are they just going to sit there?
Say it again.
So for
Man,
counters, are defenders now just meant to sit there and watch them? What's the whole point of that?
yeah, absolutely. They can't take them down. Like, you know, yeah.
Well, that's the whole
What do you,
point. It's
what do you,
supposed to take them down. So, well, we
but
now just have defenders that sit there and watch them counterattack, knowing they can't touch them.
what? Of course, that's the whole point of the blue
What are
card.
defenders meant to do then?
That's the whole point, Bottle.
The whole point of a yellow card was to stop that. Okay, you did that. Okay, now you get a yellow card, so you can't do it again. So what's the point
Yeah.
of a blue card? We already have the yellow card to do that.
No, the blue card does the
It
same
punishes the
thing.
player enough.
A blue card and a yellow card is a red card.
So what is the point of the blue card? That we already got the yellow card. Okay, you do it
No,
once. Okay, you do it again.
the
you're
blue
gonna
card,
get a red.
the blue card gets rid of the player for 10 minutes. It's the same.
Again,
Like
I think that's dumb. There's no point.
No, it's very clear in a referee's mind when the reason why they give a yellow card. If they give a yellow card for like a reckless challenge, that's not a blue card offense. But if they give a yellow card for stopping a clear attack, that's a blue card offense. That's the whole. That's the basis of the thing.
Challenge isn't a blue card.
No, yes,
No.
because the blue card is supposed to stop. For example, you yelling at the ref, you pushing the ref, you kicking the ball out. Once
Yeah.
because you got frustrated. Those are the stuff you get blue cards for. So if there's a tackle where you grab someone, that's a yellow card. So that's a yellow
So
card.
why not just give everyone a blue card then? Just take away a first yellow card. Just give everyone a first blue card.
Yeah, a yellow
No,
card
because
is like
now you're just
or-
it's when you when you knowingly commit fouls.
Well,
For the
every
sake
foul
of
is usually a knowingly commit.
no, they're not. They're
You're
not.
saying there can't be an accidental offense that could be a result in a blue card?
Accidental
So
offense.
let's give you an example.
I mean, it could happen, but I don't think that's not the intention of the blue card.
Let me give you an example, right?
Well,
So let's
obviously,
say
when you stop an attack, you're trying to get the ball, so it's an accident that you foul the player in that
Yeah.
sense.
So basically, what they're trying to do is basically this. Let's say, let's say Rodri didn't see a playing the game, for example. The first 5 minutes, Rodri does a tactical offense of pulling the players back, stuff like that. He gets a blue card. But let's say it's now the 60, 70 minutes, right, where he makes a dangerous tackle, trying to stop the counterattack. That's a yellow card. So then he does it again, there's either yellow or blue, which is yellow and blue basically sends him off already. So
It's a more complicated yellow card, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's not a more complicated yellow card. Well, no,
because now we got to determine what is a blue card. So now we got to determine the difference between what is going to be a yellow card offense and a blue card offense, which makes the game already as difficult as it is because referees already struggle to see what is the yellow card offense.
Okay, so let me just read this to you. Okay, the main goal of the blue card is to reduce or limit the number of protests and complaints that referees receive during the course of a match. Okay? Thus, blue cards could be applied to players and coaching staff to expel them for 10 minutes off the field, putting their team at a disadvantage for a specific amount of time. Okay? We have identified bad
That's all
behavior
it
as
said.
we've identified as bad behavior as a serious problem for football. We are examining what we can do through changes of rules of the game. A scheduled expulsion could be a greater deterrent than a warning. Also, there is a lot of interest from various stakeholders in the idea that only the captain can approach the referee correctly.
Mhm.
So yeah, I understand what you're saying now. So basically, this doorway,
A
everything
yellow
you said
card is not
before,
serving its
this blue
purpose.
card isn't even mental play.
Just like in the
It's just to get people to complain in the game. That's all it is.
No, just like when early in a game when there's a cynical foul, like someone just pulls someone down when there's a clear counterattack, and all they
But
get
that's
is
not what
a
that says.
foul, or all they get is a yellow card. Let me find more
That's not what it
about
said.
this.
This is as we just said. What they're trying to make a blue card for is for just, let's say, for example, like Vinny, if he complains to the ref, he can possibly get a blue card instead of just a yellow card for complaining to the ref. That's all. That's all it's saying. It's not about tackling people
No,
and
no, no.
whatnot.
That report wasn't good. All right, so uh, temporary dismissals for dissent and specific tactical offenses. That's what it says.
Exists. So what are we going to call specific
The new
tactical
trial
offenses? Just
the trial is expected to last 12 months. It will include situations where a player deliberately takes out an opponent in an attacking situation when a red card isn't warranted. One such example was Italy defender Giorgio Chiellini dragging back England's Bukayo Saka by the scruff of his neck in the final of the Euro 2020. Grassroots football in England, which has a particular problem with referee abuse from players, has been using the yellow card to indicate the offense across 31 leagues since 2019-20 season. The IFAB wanted a different color to be distinct to players, coaches, and supporters, and has chosen blue. Fans won't be seeing the blue card in top-level competitions like the Premier League, La Liga, the Champions League, Euro 2024, or Copa America. The trial over the course of the next season won't be permitted at the very top level and would be 2026-27 at the earliest before it could enter the laws of the game. Indeed, there have been various trials in lower leagues in the past with the aim of combining dissent, such as moving a free kick forward 10 yards, which have not made it into the law. That was another thing they tried, right? If you sources have told ESPN that there's limited support for sin bins among top leagues. FIFA wishes to clarify any such trials, if implemented, should be limited to testing in a responsible manner at lower levels. So yeah, it's about tactical fouls and dissent. Those are the situations that it'd be used.
It's not really tactical fouls so much. It's basically talking about like doing something more. Like for example, who was it that scored the free kick when he moved to like 20 yards just a few weeks ago?
Ivan Toney.
Yeah, I've been telling you. It's basically for stuff like that. That's what they're talking about. It's like
No.
obviously that the only thing they could do is give a yellow card, but now they're trying to make something even more than a yellow card for something like that. It's not going to be for attack. If you stop on last man tactical foul, it's not going to get given a blue card.
No, what I read about free kicks is in the past they've tried if there's dissent, basically if there's a free kick at the half line and there's dissent, what they'll do is they'll move the ball 10 yards closer to the net and then take the free kick from there. That's what I was talking about free kicks. There was something they were just talking about a historical trial they did in the past which didn't make it to the top. That's what when I said free kicks, that's what I was talking about. But what they're saying is specific tactical fouls. So like basically Champions League final, right? First, one team is on their heels, the other one's just all over them. They pass through the team, and at the last second, Ruben Diaz takes down the player, right? Instead of a yellow card, they'll give a blue card, and Ruben Diaz is off the field for the next 10 minutes.
Oh,
Do you get it?
let them give it a try. I already got what you were saying to begin with. I just don't really like it.
Oh, okay.
Again,
You're
let
trying
them give
to.
it a try. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I just
No,
don't agree with it. Let them do it. Let them give it a try. I don't think it's honestly going to make it to the top. It's probably one of those, another failed experiment, like when they did at the World Cup, trying to add on like 20 minutes to the game. It's probably not
well,
going to make it. But
how are you
if it
gonna
works, it works.
stop a referee dissent then, and tactical fouls? You like tactical fouls?
I don't mind tactical fouls. I already see them as part of the game.
Wait, you said you don't like tactical fouls, or you don't mind tactical
I
fouls?
said
I couldn't.
I don't mind. I
Okay,
don't
I couldn't
mind tactical
understand through
fouls.
your mic. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I already see them part of the game.
I think people who are new to the sport, they see shit like that and they're like, ugh, this is stupid. That's what I think. I know we're all used to it and like we understand it and we've accepted it, but I think if you look at it from the angle of someone who's new to the game and they see stuff like that happening, it's like, what is this sport? We've accepted it, right? We've we're so used to it, and we're all fine with it. I'm sure we are. But like, if you think about it, it's silly that it's not. It's the same as a reckless challenge or something, right? It's not the same.
Yeah,
I feel like I think a lot of us have just accepted that what is what should be, right? And I think there are other people who think like what's better for the game, like what's better for football. Like, do you like? I totally understand why people do those tactical fouls. It's called a professional foul, you know, but it's we do it because it's allowed in the rules of the game. We'll take a yellow card for our team in the last 10 minutes, right? It it just kills the vibes of the game, and then you kick the ball away, you take a little extra time, then you do a substitution on top of that, right? It's like you just slow everything down. All right. Anyways, Afcon final, NLBMF. You
Mm-hmm.
are a Nigeria fan. Bottle and
Mm-hmm.
I are both rooting for the home nation, Cote
Wow.
d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire. Cote. That's what they want to be referred to it, by the way, not Ivory Coast. Cote d'Ivoire. Avoir. Avoir? How do you say it? No. They don't want to be called Ivory Coast. They want to be called Cote d'Ivoire.
Well, too bad because I don't care about this cup at all. So they'll be
You
called
don't
what they call them.
Are you telling me that you don't respect the nation, the country of Ivory Coast? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, I
I
mean
don't care
Cote
about
d'Ivoire.
that.
You don't care about Cote d'Ivoire?
I don't really care about Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, any of
Whoa,
these nations.
whoa! Don't you have heritage from that area? How would you feel about them talking like that about your country?
Someone doesn't care about my country. I don't really care. It's their opinion. I just don't
All
care
right.
about the competition. I don't really care to watch this. I'll probably watch the final with you guys, but like I said, I got no feelings for either team, no player for either team. It's just gonna be one of those you watch and forget, for me at
Okay.
least.
Okay. All right. NL, what's the score going to be?
It's in God's hands. Don't ask me for the scores. Just know it's in God's hands. I'm
It's in
moving
God's
inside.
hand.
Yep. United played that day, and we also played that day.
Is that the same time?
No, but literally
Okay.
after United game, I think it's going to be there next. So I'm either getting one dub. I don't think we can get two dubs in. If that's if I'm lucky. HH got two dubs in one day. Can I get the same thing? So I'm moving inside. I don't know what the score is going to be. I'm just saying it's in God's hands.
Okay. You're not. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Real lively out here, guys. What else you want to talk about? Bottle, didn't you have some topics?
Yes.
What
So
were
I
they?
had the one video. It was referring to Gary Neville. I think he
Oh,
was
that's
with
right.
King and such. I forgot who he's with. I still got the
He
video.
was with
Let me just
Carragher, Ian Wright,
King,
and
King,
Keane.
King, yeah.
Yep, and they were
And,
basically discussing people using drugs, let's say, or enhancement drugs.
yeah, he mentioned playing against some. Well, people are taking it like he talked about Pep Guardiola's teams. He was not referring to that. I think he was referring to the Italian teams he played against. I
Oh,
think
yes, it was
Juventus.
referring to the Italian teams, but I just have something to bring up about, let's say, Pep
Oh,
Guardiola.
You know,
sure.
and also Pep, they said that Pep was caught with he got caught with doping. I think as a player or something.
Yeah.
They said he got
Wait, I have a whole paragraph from somebody that explains the whole scenario.
You want to read it?
The game was clear my throat. It is a lot to read, let's say. Not really a lot, but it is a good
You
chunk.
want to send it to me? I can read it.
Even better, one sec. Man, which chat you want me to put in? This one?
Yeah, put it in live chat.
And there we go.
No, live match chat.
Fuck. Okay, one sec. Do. There you go.
All right. Here's the paragraph. Oh my god, that's not a paragraph. That's multiple paragraphs.
I said a long paragraph, so.
That's multiple Okay. In May 2001, Barcelona's Dutch player Frank de Boer tested positive in a match between Celta de Vigo and Barcelona. UEFA sanctioned him with several months of suspension. His nandrolone level was up to 8 times higher than allowed. All eyes pointed to the then doctor and nutritionist of the Blue and Garnet team, Dr. Ramon Segura, known for his, quote, magic shakes. The doctor of Barcelona was also the personal nutritionist of then player of Brescia, Pep Guardiola. They had a close relationship. Just a few months after Frank de Boer's positive test, the Catalan player from the Italian team also tested positive for nandrolone in 2 different matches. The specialist in magic shakes found himself implicated in 2 doping cases in less than 12 months. A few years later, Pep Guardiola took over as coach of Barcelona's first team. He requested the return of Dr. Ramon Segura as the nutritionist and doctor of the first team. The Catalan team signed the controversial doctor. The magical shakes were back at the Camp Nou. Until 2013, quote, until 2013, Spanish Football Federation did not conduct blood doping tests. The only method to detect EPO or growth hormones, they only conducted urine tests. So no blood tests, only urine tests. The Catalan team displayed great physical performance with tremendous pressure as soon as they lost the ball and throughout the match. A considerable physical improvement was also noticed in some players like Lionel Messi, who didn't suffer a single muscular injury during the Guardiola era. From June 2018, when Guardiola signed with the first team, until May 2012, Lionel Messi never visited the infirmary due to muscular problems. Before the arrival of the Catalan coach, Messi suffered up to 6 injuries in 2 years. After Guardiola left, Messi got injured again the following March 2013. Lionel Messi never visited the infirmary during Guardiola's 4-year tenure due to muscular problems. Growth hormones significantly increase athletes' speed and strengthen their muscles. Oh boy, here we go. Pep Guardiola was appointed as the coach of the first team in June 2008 and left the Catalan team in May 2012. The only injury Messi suffered was in September 2010 against Atletico Madrid after a terrible tackle from Ulfalusi. The Barca player was injured for 7 days, missing the only 2 matches due to injury during the 4 years of the Guardiola era. The Barca player recovered miraculously. Messi's average injuries, discounting the years he coincided with the Catalan coach, are 2 muscular injuries per season. Messi averages 2 muscular injuries per season outside of the Pep Guardiola era, is basically what they're saying there. Remember that the Argentine star underwent growth hormone treatment since his adolescence, a banned substance in professional sports. Some sources claim that Lionel Messi still takes the substance, which causes his repeated vomiting. What? During Guardiola's years at Barcelona, the Spanish Football Federation did not conduct blood doping tests, which is the only method to detect EPO or growth hormones. They only conducted urine tests. Only UEFA conducted blood doping tests. Curiously, in 2010, Barca avoided 2 UEFA blood doping tests. According to an investigation by COPE in 2011, several players close to Guardiola, including Messi, appeared on the injured list, avoiding UEFA blood doping tests. Messi, for example, miraculously recovered from his injury the next day. Damn. A commenter says the Guardiola legacy will definitely have its Lance Armstrong moment. That's crazy.
That's like he will, let us know. People are saying maybe a younger club team, and also they might be doing the same. But hey, it's crazy. I do feel like for sure doping has been involved in this sport. Like we're not clean. I keep telling you guys, our sport ain't clean. We're not clean. We don't have there's no integrity. We lack all those. So with the Italian team,
I've heard from people who've been around professionals that blood doping is very normal.
Yeah, for sure. Like even those Italian teams, those guys were talking about. Keenan and Neville were talking about. Gary and Neville, Keenan were talking about. In some of those games, you go back and watch them. Like Gattuso for like that. Nothing against Gattuso, but for sure, he was on. He did some doping for sure.
Yeah, so Gary Neville in his thing was talking about the Italian teams. I think Juventus. I think that's who they were.
Juventus, Juventus. Oh yeah, Juventus has been they've been a criminal club. Like they've literally they had the court case last year. They went to court last year. they've been a criminal club. Like this is unknown. They've been like who was playing for them at that time? It was Conte, right?
Yep. Conte.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were doping. Yeah, they were doping.
Guys, well, thank you for joining us, YouTube, on the Friday Football Phone-In. Join us next week where we'll talk everything. If people show up. Thank you, NL and Bottle, for joining. We are going to switch to the Twitch mode where we just hang out and talk about lowbrow things, such as what's something lowbrow, guys?
Messi doping.
I couldn't understand a word you said there.
It's
all right,
doping.
thank you. Okay. Good night, YouTube.
Messi doping.
Okay.